Hey guys, this is DCSG 81. Today I would just like to talk a little bit more about the custom cloth cape from CJEC. Okay, so although I have already done the review for both of it separately, and yeah, I just like to add on a little bit more, which also I have also mentioned it on my previous video, that the cloth cape for both is actually pretty simple. It's just resting on the shoulder of both figure, but as you can see, it has been not really great, as in it's not just working well for me because it's just too loose, and it will just fall off whenever I try to pose. And as for Doctor Strange, it's actually this part here is actually supposed to cover it, like I mentioned also, but it just keep, you know, every time I'll just have to adjust it. So this is not going well for me, so I have no choice but to do some, a little modification, not by tailoring, of course. I have no skill on that. Actually going to super glue it. Okay, so I got this from the recommendation of the shop. They say this is pretty good for sticking cloth on plastic. So as you can see from here, it says permanent bond blah blah blah, and it's a transparent clear liquid, which is good. And most importantly, it did say that it's for fabric. Okay, but it doesn't say anything about plastic though, so I hope the plastic is somewhere here that is say more. Okay, so I'll proceed to stick it on, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'll start off with Saitama first. As you can see, instead of floating, I have already make it so that it sticks to the body, so it won't get disturbed when I try to stick it on. So I try to do it closely to the body, so that when I leave it for drying, it will just stay there. Okay, so I'm actually doing it for real in front of you guys. I have not stick it yet, as you can see. So you can tell I'm pretty nervous because this cape aren't cheap. Okay, so I'm trying to get it right, and I only have one chance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the glue, hopefully just a little over the portion here, and I hope that I won't stick the plastic, otherwise the neck will not be able to move anymore. So I'll just have a look.
How much do I need? So it's basically from here to here. Okay.
So let's try. Sorry about that. Okay, so the glue is you can see that is around it, so I just apply it now. And I need to constantly move the neck so that it just, I think there are some glue that goes into the neck, I'm pretty sure. So I need to move it around so that it won't just get stuck and then it is stuck forever. Okay. Okay, I think it's all good now. Okay, I'll leave it to dry. And next, we'll go for him. Actually, I don't have to remove the head because it's not going to bother it much, as it's protected by this piece here. So let's see if I can do it right. This is even more worrisome because the cape, like I say, isn't cheap, and this piece here isn't cheap as well. At least for Saitama is pretty cheap because it's an unofficial product, but this is a genuine SHF Figuarts. So just need to make sure, but at least this I have a, you know, is guided. I have this area to apply. I know where to stop, as opposed to Saitama is just, you know, I just need to make it like a guessing game. I need to adjust the cloth so that it's covering well before I apply the glue. Okay, so I think this should do. So I apply the glue now. So I won't apply the glue all over here. I'll just apply like a straight line on the shoulder. So let's hope it works. And there's a challenge as well because this hole is so big and the glue that come out is a big portion, so it might just go overboard. Pretty sure it will, so I just hope that I can actually do it a little better. Yikes. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, there will be some excessive glue all over, especially here. So I hope I'll just clean it up later. Okay. So you can see there are lots of excessive glue here. So I'm just applying force now. Hopefully it will just stay down. Okay, so I'll just leave these to dry overnight, and I'll show it to you guys again once it's done. Okay. Okay, so instead of leaving it overnight, I actually left it for about I think for about 24 hours now. So it actually I felt that it actually bond pretty well. So yeah, so it doesn't leave any mark or anything that is visible on the cloth. So I think it done the job pretty well. So the neck, what I worry was it actually stick on it, but it's not. So you can see the neck is still movable. Okay, and yeah, so this part here I think I didn't apply as much, so it's still as compared to here I think I apply a lot more. So I think it's fine. I will not apply any more glue, so it doesn't look like it will drop anytime. It's very strong. So we just put the arms, I pushed down both the arms to avoid any contact with the glue when I was applying it yesterday. So now we can push it back and put the head on. Okay, so I think at least now that we don't have to worry about the cape dropping down on any time. So it actually looks pretty good now. As for Doctor Strange, again also I felt that the glue actually already bond pretty well, and my worries is that it might have you can you know after you apply glue on some of the fabric, you will see, even though it dry, you can see a different shades, like it's wet, but actually it's not. So you will see a darker red and then the dry part will be a brighter red, but this doesn't seems to be the case. So this glue is really good. I'll show it to you guys again. If you guys have any fabric that you want to stick on your figure, I think this is the good choice. So yep, so it stick pretty well, and the neck of course doesn't, because it was protected by this piece here, so the neck shouldn't have any problem. So right now at least I don't have to worry. I mean, same as Saitama, I don't have to worry about the cape. I can just pose them with ease. I don't have to every time have to readjust it and put it back on. So I think I made a good decision to stick them on permanently. But this decision also means one thing. So yep, so that's all for my how-to video today. So click the like button if you like this kind of video, and leave a comment below if you have any more question about this custom cloth cape, and subscribe to my channel because I have a new video up every day. It's either about review, or actually it's about how to, or maybe some tips and tricks that I like to share with you guys. And also don't forget to check out all my previous video which I have made so far. So you might find something that is interesting to you, and until then, I'll talk to you soon. Good night. Bye.